Hi, Nellie.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm Shannon with iHeartRadio Canada. How are you?
Shannon, I'm great. Thank you.
Good. I want to start off by saying my birthday is December 4th. Uh,
Sag.
my whole life growing up, I wanted my birthday to be on December 2nd so badly because I wanted to share a birthday with you and Britney Spears
And Lucy Liu.
and Lucy Liu. That's a good birthday. Now I still want it.
Fun. It's like so cool. I love sharing my birthday with Britney Spears. It's like definitely like really dope.
Yeah, I can imagine. But at least we're Sagittarius sisters, so at least we have
I
that.
know Sagittarius. It's so unique. Like for me, like I barely know any like Sagittarius. Like I have barely any Sagittarius friends. So when I have like meet somebody who's Sagittarius, I'm always like super excited.
Yeah, me too. My partner is Sagittarius too, so we really are just like
How's
a.
that going?
It's good. It's good. I
Yeah.
will. We're both fire signs, so I don't know enough about it either. But
Always
yeah,
packing your bag for the next adventure.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, always wanting that freedom and adventure for
Oh,
sure. Also, I was catching up with my friends at the beaches yesterday, and they share their love. They say hi.
I love those girls. Those are the real thing, man. They're like so iconic. They're just so good. I love them.
Yeah, I love that they're getting all the attention that they deserve. I don't know if they mentioned this to you, but did you know that they've been covering Maneater at their shows for like years?
I just caught wind of this. I had no idea. They didn't tell me like when I see them, and I need to see this. Like I need to maybe on TikTok there's a video.
There's got to be. They've been doing it for a long
I
time.
had
So
no clue. I
yeah,
had no clue. Like, and I still have to see them live. I saw them live at the Junos, which blew me away, but I want to see their like entire show.
yeah, totally. It's worth it. It's great. They're at the Bud stage actually this summer in August in Toronto. So if you're around,
I would love that.
yeah, totally. Okay, we have to talk about the new song. I just saw on Instagram that you announced it and it's already getting, it's blowing up right now. People are
Oh,
freaking,
really? Oh,
yeah. Even Grinder just commented on it. There's like everybody's in there.
Grinder. Oh yeah, this one's for Grinder for sure. Me and Toplo and SG Lewis. It's like, oh, it's time for it's summer. Summer's here. We're ready to go out and listen to, listen to music like this to make you really move for sure. And um yeah, I'm just excited as you can see. I'm like really excited.
Yeah, I can imagine. How does that end up happening? Can you give
Coming
me?
out on the 22nd now. It just got moved up. It's moving now a couple days earlier on the 22nd.
Yeah, nice. How does it end up happening? Like, how did we get here? How did we end up in the studio? Solo and
It's a great story. So I did this. Okay. So, I mean, people ask me about it a lot, but like, so Drake invited me to do the OVO Fest. I hadn't been on stage in 5 years, like legit. I get on stage like a month later, a couple months later, I get a request from this festival in Australia to do this thing called Beyond the Valley. So I just was like, sure, haven't done a show in a while. I'm going to do New Year's Eve show in Australia halfway around the world because I sometimes like to take on challenges and do like the most difficult thing because everything else seems easier after you do the most difficult thing. So there we are, several time zones away. In this process, I had already reached out to Dom Dalla because I saw him on the poster. And also, SG Lewis had reached out to me because he wanted to make music with me. So I'm making music with SG sort of like remotely. I'm making music with Dom Dollar remotely. Then we finally all meet in Australia because we're all performing at the same festival. I get SG to sing All Good Things Come to an End with me on stage. I perform with Dom Dalla. So that's our little community was born. And Tove is in that community as well because Dom works very closely with her husband. Tove is very close with SG. They have a whole EP thing they're doing. So SG and I had this one beat that I started on. And months later, one day he changed everything. And he said, I changed this beat, but I love your verse. But can we bring in like another person to finish the song? And I said, only if it's Tovlo, because I knew she would kill it. And she destroyed like the chorus. And she came up with this whole Love Bites, you know, chorus and some other hooks. And I don't know, it was just like a song was born. And then that's the best way. And then we have this like fire group chat, the three of us. It's like so cute. And then yeah, it's the best. And we just shot a visual and we had so much fun. Like we're literally like they're trying to film us, but we're so busy talking, we're like forget the cameras on. It's really funny. So we all just like really love music, to be totally honest. We love like the craft of songwriting. We're all just like big like music nerds and but we're also I feel like free spirits. All of us are like free spirits. And I think that's why like it works.
yeah, totally. And that's kind of the reaction too. And that's what I thought. I was like, oh, this just makes so much sense, the three of you together.
Yeah, I think what's cool about this collabo is you can't really tell when Tove is singing versus when I am singing, you know? And she literally has a voice of like a fairy angel in the studio. She blew me away. I was like, okay, I'm leaving now. Like I literally can't sing as high as her. And so and so I was just like, oh my God, she's killing it. And honestly, like a lot of those like people in like the Swedish scene, like from Sweden, all those songers like the Max Martins of the world and the Tove and the Robins, it's like they just, I don't know, they just coming from like a whole other angle. And I think too it works. It's just a vibe. It's a vibe thing, you know?
Yeah. Who's most active in the group chat?
Oh, I'm gonna say me and Tove probably. SG kind of keeps it more chill, but like Tove and I are all like disco ball emojis and hearts and dying all the time over everything.
Nice. Amazing. I love that. Can you share where we're at with the full album?
Yes, I'd love to. So, my album is coming out later in the year. I'm literally like, I'm in like the sequencing, mastering, and mixing phase. Like literally yesterday, I was like pretending I was a DJ and was just like, how do I want the order to be? And just like really getting into the nitty gritty of the songs because the album's got a lot of range. It's got a lot of depth, but it's clearly a 100% pop music, which is what I love about it the most. It's just so melodically strong. And I feel like I've really like come into like my essence and I'm just kind of like, it just feels like embodied, you know?
Yeah, totally. I'm so excited. That's so great. Do you have an idea of what you wanted it to sound like? Did you go into it thinking like, okay, I want to make a pop record?
Started making this album almost 4 years ago, believe it or not. And it was just me in a studio, walking in, not knowing what I wanted to do. Um, and I'd bring my favorite musicians. My only guiding light was I wanted my jams to sound like sound check when you're in a big, huge, beautiful venue and you can hear everything coming back at you with a bunch of echo. So I processed my vocals and all the instruments in the live room so that we were constantly recording and jamming and hearing ourselves back, which is imagine how they used to do sessions like back in the 70s or whatever. Just really like people getting together, like humans getting together and like feeling each other. And a lot of my sessions would run till 8 in the morning. Like I would just keep, everybody would just was having so much fun. We would stay until like the sun would come up. So that's how this record was born. And
Nice.
yeah, and so it's filtering and filtering and filtering and getting to the place where like it's such a cliche, but really like finding your voice, you know? Like I came to the studio like a little lost. And I think through singing, through writing, through crying in the studio and then partying and highs and lows and everything in between, I think I found the voice and it was so exciting. And then it just bubbled to the surface and now here's these 14 songs.
Wild. Do you feel like you're constantly finding your voice, like having been in the industry as long as you have?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. For me, music is it's like a rib, you know? It's like my organ. It's like it's like a part of me. Like I'd be 4 years old and just like jamming on my piano in my living room and not just playing notes, just like playing for hours because I don't know. I feel like it's how I like connected, you know, to like a higher power or something. And it's that has not changed for me. Like I think I'm better at like understanding my emotions. I have like more like emotional intelligence like without music, but I think I can still say things like in a song that I probably like could never like say like
Yeah.
in conversation.
Yeah. Really is therapy, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Who do you listen to right now? Was there anyone that you're like, obviously 4 years is a long time, but were you listening to anyone in particular during
Yeah.
that time?
You know, it's funny. I always say like I feel like the DJs really brought me back to the music business because they wouldn't stop playing my music. They literally just kept remixing, give it to me. Even like, you know, UK DJ started like made like this song called Big Hoops from like a 2013 album. And I'm like, wow, they're going deep. They're making like new songs out of all my stuff, new and old. I went out and heard like I'm Like a Bird at a House Party once. I heard DJs playing like my music before big arena shows for other artists. Like I got to see people in different environments partying and celebrating to my song. So it was almost like a light bulb went off in my head where I was like, oh, I get it. Like people just feel like they want to like have a good time and like celebrate and escape. And I think escape was big for me making this. Was like,
Yeah.
oh, I want people to like trip out. I want people to like be able to escape into the music. That's really important for me.
Yeah, your music and it's so timeless too. I just think like every generation is rediscovering you and then becoming a huge fan. And
It's definitely really trippy. Like this Halloween, there were like a few couples who dressed up. They looked like couples. They dressed up like Dom Dalla and I for Halloween, like which was our so micro. It was like our Lollapalooza look. And I was like, damn, we
that's
served looks.
yeah, that's so cool. I love it. Now this
We created like the snake thing on my tank top and like the hairdo, like moments like that where you're really like, wow, okay. Like when you realize you're reaching like new generations with your music.
totally. And then this year it'll be the Coachella look, right?
I hope so.
It's such a good
I don't
look.
want to.
You're giving me ideas though. I like this. This is good. I want to talk about you being a mom for a second. Do you think about the fact that your daughter is now the same age that you were when you started out?
All the time.
Yeah.
Incredibly trippy. Yeah. So she works in the music business. She has her own music she's worked for record companies for the last 3 or 4 years. And well, she goes to NYU, but she blows me away. She's super intelligent. And actually she's one of the A&Rs on my album. She's played a huge like executive role and creative role. And I'm super grateful for that. And yeah, as a mom, it's like as good as it gets, you know, like, wow. Like honestly, like being a mom's been like my life's like joy. Like I have 3 children. You know, I've got a 6-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 20-year-old. And it's like sharing my life with them, and like the music and creative side has been super healing for me. Like just to be able to merge those worlds is like, it's been totally awesome.
Yeah. I can imagine. Do your younger kids understand like what you do, the full extent of what you do?
Well, I'll tell you a funny story. I'm very close with this Colombian Canadian artist named Lido Pimienta. She's a very,
Love
very
her.
creative
She's the
artist.
best. We've had her in here. Yeah.
We're very close. Our families are very close. And one day she's like, I'm playing them a YouTube of you singing. They don't even know you sing. Then I'm like, fine, but we have to play like Tia Lido too. She's like, fine. So I played like her Tiny Desk, and then she played me singing Say It Right at a concert, and my kids flipped out. They were like, and they learned the songs really quickly. So I'm like, okay. But but it was such a moment because it was like we talk about women and working all the time, Lido and I, and like we really support and like give each other a lot of strength in that area. And so do all our other like female friends that are musicians and rock stars and parents, moms. And yeah, I think it took somebody like Lido to kind of like, yeah, make me want to blend those worlds more, because there are women out there like her who are doing that. And I think it takes a lot of bravery and courage, but I think it is essential because you need to embrace who you are. You need to embrace your passions, you know? And I think I did forget who I was in terms of my passions. And I think I will just say, whatever your passion is, I mean, it could be gardening, it could be anything. You have to pursue your passions.
Mhm.
That's what's going to make you content. That's what's going to bring you joy.
Yeah, for sure. Do your kids have a favorite song of yours now that they're learning more of your music?
I like a lot of them, I have to say, but they recently discovered Forza, which is like my soccer anthem song that I wrote for the Euro Cup, like back in 2004. And I think they like it because like the video has like the soccer balls and the little boy, like it's like inspirational.
Mhm. Love that. That's so great.
Yeah, when they sing my songs, it really trips me out.
Yeah. Before I let you go, there were rumors that were going around online last year that there could quite possibly be a collab between you and Madonna. Do you want to confirm or deny?
Madonna. Oh. No, I'm just a servant at Madonna's court. We'll leave it there.
I'll leave it there. Nelly, thank you so much. I've been a fan of yours for so many years. Congratulations on everything that you're doing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Bye.